Hi, everybody. Today we've got a wonderful guest, Juliana. Welcome.
Thank you.
And Juliana, what have you been thinking about? What communication question? What health question? What's on your mind?
Well, lately what I've been thinking about is my sugar addiction. I have a very bad sugar addiction. It's really bad. I mean, I know it sounds a little dramatic, but it's really bad.
Well, that is just coming right out of the gate. How
Yeah.
did you diagnose yourself? By the way, I should let you guys know that are watching. Juliana is a physician. She's a surgeon. And she is self-diagnosing. So that sounds like you're cutting right to the chase. So tell me, what's the data that makes you think that that is true?
Well, because I love sugar and especially I can try to eat a good breakfast and I can try to eat a good lunch, but then at around 2 o'clock, I'm like desperately searching for chocolate and for sugar in any form. And I really I will go down sometimes to the store downstairs and I'll get like 10 Laffy Taffies and eat them or, or I eat a bunch of chocolates like caramels. Like I'm really have a very bad sugar addiction. And
Mm.
the problem is that once you eat the Laffy Taffies, you would hope that it might satisfy you if you had 10, but it does not.
Yep.
then,
It's the
then
cycle.
you feel fine for a little while, and then again, you want more sugar.
All right, so let's back it up here. So we both went to medical school. We like to think not that long ago. And how much did you learn in medical school about food and sugar and what it does to you?
Practically nothing.
Practically nothing, right? Like no one ever taught us about food and wellness. If they talked to us, it was about an end stage diabetic that was going to go into ketoacidosis because their sugars got so high and what to do emergently to bring them back, right?
Right.
So first of all, let's cut ourselves some slack because our schooling and life in general to get us here was all about pushing through our body's natural rhythms. So the question I would begin with is, where and when do you push through your own fatigue? And how good are you at your own self-care? Sleeping on time, waking on time, giving yourself regular rest, all of that. How much do you work with your body's regular rhythms?
Right. So, I mean, I would say I'm pretty good about sleeping. I definitely wake up early to exercise. I don't eat crap at home in general. One, because I don't want my kids to see me eat it. It's like I would be embarrassed for me eat 10 Laffy Taffys. I would think that's like an acceptable way to behave. And then also,
It's only acceptable at work, not at home because
exactly,
kids would.
all right, like, awful. No, so at work, I do have to push through everything. Like I have to finish the day, right? So I think I get particularly exhausted after lunch. And that's when I decide that I need to eat sweets to push through the day.
So when you leave work, you get to rest?
Not really, but I mean, I go home and I usually we're taking the kids all around all their sports and their music and everything that they need to do. But we usually do have dinner together and I'm lucky either my mom who lives with us or my housekeeper usually makes something for dinner. So usually when I get home, I can just eat and we have a little bit of time to decompress. And then it's usually a matter of going to all different activities.
Okay. So what does breakfast and lunch look like? Tell me.
So, well, now I just read this book, so now I'm altering things. But it's different at different times. So I often would have like yogurt and granola with berries for breakfast, and then lunch usually I'd have a salad or a soup. And then I started doing some overnight oats sometimes, but then that's basically all sugar. So then I was like, okay, I need to have less sugar. So now I'm doing some smoothies with some like high quality fats and berries, almond butter, avocado, that sort of thing.
All right. And so what are some of your resources that you're getting this in so people watching can also hear where the doctor's learning?
Right. So I was listening to Dr. Mark Hyman reading his book, actually, What the Heck Should I Eat? Because I was wondering, what the heck should I eat? So I thought it would be a good place to start.
Good title. Good title.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you got some new recipes and you tried them. So what you did was you took the sugar out of your morning and now your system is, you've probably kept your same schedule of running or working out in the morning, whatever you were saying. I exercise and then I go to work. So you haven't changed when you're getting up or how you're working out, you still have your same busy day. And by the way, about 2:00 is your break before your second job, which is taking the kids everywhere, right? Your evening job, which you're saying is like, it might feel like you're in a different environment, but I bet you the pace is still go, go, go.
Okay.
Yeah. And so thank goodness you have some help, right? That can help you, your mom. And so I'm just wondering if we haven't gotten to what are you hungry for? Because it's not the sugar.
Yeah. I mean, energy, maybe. I think also coffee is involved. Like, I think, in the morning, now I'm on green tea, but it's true.
I feel like we're talking about an affair and coffee is also involved. I thought it was sugar that I was addicted to. Yeah. But coffee is also involved.
Exactly. It is like an affair. Honestly, it is like a secret affair. Like, Luke does not know that I eat like this. Like, I don't, like, my children don't know I eat like this. Like, I literally am like hiding in my office eating Laffy Taffies. It's really bad.
Right? And so, you know what I love about you? Now the whole internet knows. This is awesome. Right. And your kids, when they get old enough to Google your name, they will know too. Really. I think it's true, right? There's ways that we all cope. So what happens is, whether it's energy, whether it's sleep, whether it's something emotional, right? As physicians, there's also a way that we deal with a lot of emotional trauma every day. There's good days, there's not so good days. And how well we are able to process that in real time, right? Sleep helps with that. So I'm really glad you sleep well, because when you sleep, not only does your body heal your physical self. It's the time where your immune system is scanning your body for any cancer cells to help, get rid of those, any mutations, any foreigners, right? Our immune system's going crazy at night. But also at night, our job in sleeping is for it to help heal us emotionally. So one thing I'm thinking about with food is usually when you need 10 of them, 10 Laffy Taffies, and it doesn't fill you up, it's because you're using a short fix that actually isn't solving the problem on the level it is created. It's being created. So the first thing you said is energy. So if it's not on the physical sugar level, it's on an actual energetic level for you. Mm-hmm. Give me your first hit intuitively on what it is the sugar and the coffee are trying to make up for. What are they making up for? What is it that you're really hungry for?
I think fatigue, like just trying to finish and power through everything and maybe not getting a chance to take a break or, I don't know, take a nap or anything like that. Like, I have to keep going. And so then I turn towards something external to try to help me have energy to keep going.
And I'm wondering, how important is excellence to you?
Extremely.
So you're not just going to do something, you're going to do it really, really well.
Yeah.
Right? So whether it's, the dishes at night, or it's seeing a patient during the day, or making sure your kids have exactly what they need, right? There's a way that the level at which you are functioning, right, to make sure everybody else has what they need, your patients, your children, everybody else has what they need. Your system is telling you that you need something.
Right.
And the Laffy Taffies they're a way to get you through 5 minutes, but they're not a way to give you what you really need. Right?
Right.
And so I'm wondering what it might be like, right? What might you be able to let go of, delegate, or kind of shake off as maybe not as important, so that you can give yourself a little bit of that energy back, a little bit of that resourcefulness back? What's the first thing that comes to you? What do you need to let go of?
No, I don't know how to let go of things. Like, my job, I think, is pretty set. Like, I don't really have a lot of room to delegate there. Mm-hmm. I think I'm good at delegating things at home. Yep. But I agree that I'm a perfectionist, so I like the countertop wiped off the way I wipe it off, not the way anyone else does. Because they're very haphazard. They leave a lot of crumbs, and then I'll get mice, and I just don't want mice. So then I have to wipe it off myself. But I don't know.
What I
So
would do,
I guess I could let go some. I could try to be less of a perfectionist.
and maybe a good way, Juliana, to do that is for the next 7 days, just kind of on your phone, keep track of the people, interactions, tasks, and engagements that give you energy and the ones that drain you of energy. And at the end of the week, take a look and see if there's any patterns showing you, and for you, it would be around that excellence, like holding everything to such a high regard. Now, listen, mice, if there's mice because you don't wipe the counter, like you got to wipe the counter, okay? Because that's like a cleanliness issue. But I bet somewhere along the way, you're going to start noticing the things that drain you. And also that maybe some of them aren't worth you and 10 Laffy Taffies in your secret life during the day.
Right.
So as you start to change what you eat, you also have to change what you nourish yourself with on not just a physical level, but on a mental, emotional, and spiritual level, right? So when that happens, the next time you have an urge to go get the Laffy Taffy, instead of going to get it, just for a moment, pause, check into your body. Where do you feel it? What is that, right? And then put your hand on that part of your stomach, your chest, your body. Do you know where it is?
It's my stomach usually.
Okay. And can you describe the feeling?
Like emptiness in a way. Like I know I'm not hungry because I just ate lunch usually or pretty recently, but it feels like a hunger.
Yeah. And so when you put your hand there, right, it's like almost dropping in, not on a food level because you just ate, you're full.
Yeah.
More about like emotion. What? Oh, I got it. I just got it. Ready? So I want you to imagine putting Laffy Taffy, one of them in your mouth, right? And as it's hitting your palate, okay, the first one, that one that you ran downstairs for, tell me what you feel emotionally when it's hitting your mouth.
I feel like a drug addict right now. No, I mean, I don't know. It tastes good and I feel happy.
Yeah, like peaceful, maybe joy, comfort.
Yeah.
You're not a drug addict. You're absolutely what everybody else experiences in another version. They love their almond chocolate bar. They love their toffee coffee crunch ice cream. They love hot pizza. Like everybody has this version of it, right? But as a health professional, all you're saying is, I feel a little out of alignment. Like I'm trying to help people get to health. I'm trying to be an amazing role model for my children. And there's this part of me that feels like with all of this going on, I need sugar. Like that feels pretty benign to me, darling. Okay. So, but I see that it's an issue. So tell me what the emotions are you feel when it's first going in your mouth.
Yeah, joy. And I feel like capable of tackling whatever I need to tackle. Like I think sometimes I'll have like a million consult letters I need to write and I'm like, I cannot possibly write these, or I cannot even research. Like I feel like I need something to help to get me to the point where I can tackle things. So I feel like more invincible, more able to do what I need to do.
Great. So we just got to figure out how to space things for you in a way where you feel joy in doing them, right? And you don't need to, basically what you're doing is you're assisting your way, like numbing out the fatigue and the tiredness to get through your day so that you can go to your second job, right, in the evening. And even though you have help, right, I know a woman like you wouldn't be asking for help if you didn't have a ton on your plate.
Right.
And so anyway, also the helping other people, because I'm guilty of this as well. Like I say yes before I think about what it's going to do to me. Right? Like someone needs my help. Like we are programmed. We are programmed to say yes.
Yes.
Like what kind of a doctor says no to someone who asks for help, right? That was ingrained in us too. So just getting curious, doing the energy, would you be willing to do that 7-day energy exercise? And I'll follow up with you and we'll see how you did. Yeah?
Yep, definitely.
So for all of you out there that know your days are insanely busy, and some days you go to work and in the evening, it's a whole another job that you go to. Noticing the rhythms of your body and noticing when you try to get healthier, go on a diet, take out sugar, go on a caffeine, diet where you're trying to reduce it and your body doesn't let you. It's because it's not actually all just on a physical level. There's something else happening on a mental, emotional, social, or spiritual level for you. And by spiritual level, what I really mean is being connected to what you value and what matters to you, that you get up every morning and you believe that the work you do in the world and who you are matters. So you might want to look on one of the other levels, right, by doing that 7-day energy intake to get a better assessment of where the actual issue is happening. Because the real question is, right, it's not the Laffy Taffies that you're hungry for. What are you hungry for? So thanks, Juliana. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Okay.